So, way of recap, I made us understand that when it comes to commitment in relationships, it is the leading cause of breakups and divorces in contemporary relationships and marriages. Okay, I made us understand that lack of commitment or our inability to appreciate commitment or grit or resilience in relationships constitute to about 73% of marriage failures or marriage breakups or divorces we experience in society. 73%. That tells you that commitment goes a long way to affect the outcome of our relationships, whether positive or negative. So most of the reasons people give to be the underlying reason behind they not continuing to pursue their relationship is tied to the fact that there is a level of fear that is creeping in the background and making it difficult for people to be resilient when it comes to their relationships. So 73% of marriages fail because of the lack of commitment, because there is a timeline we have placed on our relationships. There is a contract, a definite timeline, like a contractual agreement we have when it comes to romantic relationships. And the idea of for better, for worse, is being challenged in our modern day relationships. So I made us understand that because of the seemingly failed relationships, people have subscribed to other forms of, subcultural or dead end forms of commitment. So people enjoy the relationships without any level of commitment. They prefer convenience to commitment. They prefer to go with the flow to commitment. They prefer an open ended relationship to a close ended, exclusive, committed relationship. They prefer a definite contractual relationship or marriage to the lifelong commitment of marriage. So we ended by saying that what could be the underlying force or the underlying reason behind people not pursuing relationships, people getting scared, people having phobia when it comes to pursuing relationships. Myself, I've been a victim. I know we have all been a victim. We hear on the media, on the news all the time. Our friends and families are also being victimized. There is this underlying fear, and I think I read the statistics with us last month that when you pick 10 people, okay, about 4 to 5 people have this phobia. And one of the phobias is largely attributed to I don't want to get too close, I don't want to get too committed, otherwise I'll get bent, otherwise I'll get hurt, otherwise this and that will happen. So I prefer convenience to commitment. So we decided that why is this so? Okay, so we want to hear from you guys. Why do you think people prefer convenience to commitment? Why do you think people have this plight of fear when it comes to commitment or getting attached? So that is what we are discussing today. I think I hope I've done a very good introduction to us. Okay, so anyone at all can kick off.
Um, thank you for the opportunity.
Mm,
Okay, so maybe I'll just continue from where I stopped the last time.
okay.
Yeah, so I think the last time I started from a place where I was saying that our first education or the first education everyone receives is from the family. So you are first
Wow.
educated by your family the moment you come into this world. So your mom, your dad, you begin to watch them, and like it's always said, you mirror what you be like. What you watch is what you become. So you become a mirror of that. So growing up, what you see goes a long way to affect you, unless you unlearn them. So, for instance, if a person found himself or herself in a family where there was abuse, there was uh, like a form of maybe a broken home or an inconsistency with a marriage or something, it tends to affect them. So, if he knew a lady, for instance, if she had a dad that was always beating the mom, she then begins to see that okay, men will always beat you. If a lady saw a woman her mom being maltreated. She had a dream she wanted to accomplish, but the man didn't let the mom achieve them. She would then say, "Okay, me, I'll achieve my dream before I get married, or better still, I'll not even get married. I'll not let anybody come and take over me." So all these
Mm.
things count for those kind of things that happen to people. The last time I was
Mm.
talking about a program that recently is going on where they bring men on the show, like women who mostly bring their husbands of what they've done to them, the more treatments, the maybe cheating on them for almost 10 years, 5 years, they've done some evil to them. And it is a program that almost a lot of women watch now. And
Okay.
I know this lady that always she was posting, hey man, like she would take a snapshot of the maybe the program, and you'd be like, that's why me, I said I'll not marry a man until I do this. That's why me, I'll not
Mm.
do this. That's why me, I'll not do that. Men are wicked, men are this, men are that, men are that. And anything that you despise, anything that you hate, you don't get the good part of it. For instance, if you hate money, you will not get money. If you hate
Okay.
rich people, you will not become rich because you hate it. So you cannot attract it, what you hate. You will not attract it. So, for instance,
Mm.
if your mind will attract what you want, your mind will attract what you
Mm.
want. So she keeps on saying it. And it will not be surprising if she enters into a marriage in the future and there's a divorce. It shouldn't be a surprise to anyone unless you didn't know. Because what she said with her mouth, I knew a lady when we were in SHS, and I think when we came to uni, one time we were just having a conversation, and she said before she will get married, she will build a house before she goes into marriage. So I was like, why? He said because of what she saw. Now the mom is homeless, trying to always find a place to sleep, renting. Meanwhile, he has built a big house with a man, and another woman is staying inside. So you
Mm.
see, from what she saw, it's not necessarily her experience, but she have seen it happen to someone. So that fear
Mm.
is now there. So it will take
Mm.
another entity or another process of unlearning all those things and see that no, this didn't happen to me. My mom's name is different from my name. So
Mm.
I cannot say that since it happened to my mom, it might happen to me. Oftentimes, the things that
Mm.
happen to people that it will happen to their mom, it will happen to the elder sister, it will happen to other sisters, it will happen to their children, is because of how they all approach the situation. It's because of
Mm. Wow.
their thought process of the situation. It's because of one
Mm.
person experienced it and it became
Mm.
something that everybody just accepted that okay, this is how women are, this is how men are, and
Mm.
it became a narrative that we were pushing. So they all go with a certain kind of mind, and they at the end they lose. But they feel that I
Mm.
said it. At the point we think, oh, I said it. Men are not good. You see,
Mm.
it has
Mm.
happened. Not necessarily because you said it.
Wow.
For instance, this lady, the moment she said she will build her own house before she goes to marriage, automatically
Mm.
she has set herself for divorce because you can go into that marriage and any small argument that could have been solved in the house, you will move to your house.
Mhm.
And before you
Mm.
realize the marriage has ended, then you'll be like, you see, I said it.
Wow.
It happened to my mom. And I knew how men were. And truly, truly, it has happened to me too. So I feel one of the
Mm.
reasons is what they hear, what they were taught, their upbringing, it plays a very major. Because, for instance, even when it comes to other things, we are always trained to become what we want to become through our families, that
Mm.
education system. So you are trained, okay, so do this is what your dad did, this is what your mom did. So practice the same thing or do the same thing. So we are always wired. We are always wired to become a certain kind of person. Thank you very much.
Wow. Very profound. Very profound. Thank you, Mr. Felix. Thank you. I don't know if anyone has anything to add to what Mr. Felix said, or if there is any solution you think we can be working towards people who find themselves in this unfortunate reality where their background or their engineering or what they saw while they were growing up has shaped their understanding and their mentality concerning marriage and divorce, and the reason they fear venturing into such institution. It's very profound. Betrayals from family, friends, from what we saw while growing up can really, really shape us. and we either allow it to do or us or to undo us. It will depend on us. It reminds me of a story where a man raised two sons. A very poor, wretched man raised two sons. One became a multi-billionaire. The other became extremely poor, like the dad. There were two boys. One was extremely rich, the other was extremely poor. And when they interviewed the rich man and asked him the motivation for his wealth, he said the poor dad was his motivation for getting rich. When they asked the other poor son or the poor brother why he became poor, he also said the motivation or the reason for him becoming poor is because of the dad. So they were quite confused. They wanted to know why has one turned out good and attributing it to the dad, and the other person also failed in life and also attributing it to the dad. And the rich man said he saw how poverty looked like when growing up, so he vowed that he's never going to replicate this in his home because poverty wrecked their home. Their children they didn't get better education and access to basic resources. And he vowed that he wouldn't want his wife and his children to go through what he has gone through in his home. So that became the underlying motivation that drove him into success. And the other person also said that dad was the reason why he became poor. The dad didn't take him to school. The dad didn't take very good care of them. The dad didn't provide basic resources for them. The dad didn't set them up for life. So he will attribute his failure and his poverty to the dad. But you see, both of them are motivations, but one had a positive motivation and the other had a negative motivation. It is true that according to the statistics, if you come out from a broken home, sometimes not even a broken but also a dysfunctional home, mom and dad they are home, okay, but they barely see each other, they barely touch each other, they barely express affection towards each other. That is a form of dysfunctional home, okay. Then there is a broken home where their feelings got separated and all of that. There is a higher tendency you are also going to replicate that as an experience. That's what the statistics say. There are people who come out from broken home tend to also replicate that same picture or that same model. But then again, the onus or the burden will still fall on the individual. Like the rich son attributed the motivation for his success to the poor dad, and the poor son still attributed the motivation behind his poverty to the poor dad. You can allow what you saw from home shape you into becoming a good person, a better person, or a bad person or an evil person. It depends on you and how your perspective about the situation, your perspective about how dad and mom interacted at home, your perspective about their relationship. That can motivate you to vow that you are not going to let your children become victims of what you became a victim of, or you can still continue to be putting blame on them and be hopping from one relationship to the other, not doing their work that it will take for you not to repeat the same thing you saw from home. So everyone can give excuses or give reasons and still attribute it to their background or to their home. It is true, like Felix said, it shapes us in myriad ways, in a lot of ways that we have no idea of. But we still have a responsibility in that. So because we are discussing how family dynamics and all can attribute to this, can can we provide a solution to this? Okay, so say I'm in that situation, um, which statistically speaking, a lot of people are. At least if it's not a broken home, then it's largely dysfunctional. What can we do not to be a victim of this? What can we do so we don't replicate this in our home? What actionable or practical step can we implement to make sure that even though we came out from a dysfunctional home or even though we came out from a broken home will not come out of us, or a dysfunctional home cannot come out of us. So please, who can share any experience with us? What solution can we provide for people or ourselves if we find ourselves in that situation? And unfortunately, it looks like our relationships are even repeating that pattern that we saw when we were growing up. So what solution can we provide? Jima,
Hi, I was just going to say that. So before I come to the question, I just want to say that sometimes it is even unconscious for For people who enter into the relationship, it's not everyone who enters into the relationship with the mindset that because I saw my people like it, then I'm also going to do this and that. Sometimes it's unconscious. In psychology, we have the nature argument, where the nature says that your socialization plays a big role in bringing you out. So sometimes certain things you do unconsciously is because of how you've seen things happen. So you hear stories of people who are in relationships and they have good partners, but then it looks like they are looking for a fault because they don't think it can be this good. They are just looking for a fault. And it's not because they set their minds that, oh, all men are the same or something. It's because they've seen a particular pattern happening to them growing up. So then they're like, ah, you can't come and change the pattern. You must definitely be hiding something. You and our parents will say our first love. So if my parents were able to do this to themselves, then you that you just come from another place, they are pretending. You get it? So sometimes it is unconscious. So then your question, what can people do? I think first you have to recognize that you need help. And when you recognize that, then now you can take the steps. You start to retune your mind. Like was it Felix, right? Said
Felix, yeah.
you have to unlearn certain things. So things you see that, oh, I don't want this to happen to me. You now have to be very intentional about those things, otherwise they'll happen to you. If you're always complaining, but you don't have a goal or an aim that, okay, when it comes to this, I'm going to do it this way, but you just say, oh, me, my own day, I won't do it that way. You think our parents, if they knew better, they wouldn't have done it. They would. That was what they knew and they would. And what I was doing it this
Oh, Jima, please, your line is not stable now. Oh,
for
Jima,
seminars,
so
conferences, and to retain your mind so that you don't act in me, I'm not going to do it like this. You end up like that. With the story you gave about the poor man and the rich, coming from the same father. I'm sure the poor man to going up, but he did because he didn't put towards I think. But the rich man made action that even if there's no money to go to school, maybe I'll apply for scholarship, I'll study hard, and then it will be a cycle. Thank you.
thank you. We missed some of your words, but coming back, I think we all understand and guess where Jima is coming from. Jima, thank you. So we need to take actionable steps, like you said. It may not be active. Sometimes it may be a passive situation where um you are not actively saying your relationship will not work or shouldn't work, but because of the experience you've had, so it is it is in your subconscious that you don't expect a good partner, and if you find one, you give all sorts of excuses or reasons why the relationship can't work in your attitude and your actions because you are suspicious. You are only waiting for the thing to drop to conclude or to add up to the conclusion you already having that this relationship you knew was not going to work from the beginning. So we need to be mindful of these things. So can anyone else share any solution? So Jima has given us that you need to know that you need help. Okay, you need to know there is a problem. If you can't tell that you are having a problem, then it will be difficult. Even if someone is offering help to you, you will see that person as a nuisance. But you need to come to the awareness that I need help, I have a problem and I need help. And like you said, you need to look at images or models of what you want. So if you don't want a dysfunctional home, you want a loving, affectionate home, then you need to tune your mind as such, and pay attention to seminars and webinars and couples who are in that direction. Because you look like what you look at. So if you have seen one thing that you don't want to become that, then you need to pay attention to other things that are healthy, that are sound. Like the Bible says, if there's anything to think about, then think on that which is lovely, that which is good, that which is perfect, that which is kind. So those are the things you need to be focused on so that it can reshape and reorient your mentality that, oh, So a man can be faithful. Oh, so a woman can be truthful. Oh, okay. So there can be a stable home. We can raise godly children. Those things must, habits replace habits. So the new habit or the new model must eventually erase and replace the old model and the old habits you have. Okay, that's powerful. That's powerful. So I'm glad that you are here in this meeting for us to be having this discussion. That means that you want your relationship to be better. You want to become better at your romantic relationship, which plays a major role, a crucial role in other aspects of your relationships and your life. So, what are the other underlying reasons why people struggle or fear to commit that you want to share with us, or what actionable or intentional steps do you think we can take to overcome this fear of commitment from a family trauma or family dynamic? Anyone else? If you want to speak, kindly unmute your microphone, okay, and share with us. I'm sure we have tons of experience to share, and if you don't want to make it so personal, it was a bit sensitive, you can craft it in a story or in a narration form, so we can all benefit and learn from what prevents you from getting attached. Marcos, it's your background. Can you share with us?
So, for my point about how to resolve this problem, like you see, some of us, the family we are coming from, the challenges they are facing is they don't listen to each other. Everybody wants to, do or agree to his or her point. You understand it? They don't listen to the parent, don't listen to each other. This also is this. So I think one problem or how to solve this problem is communication and active listening. You understand? So when you're in a relationship like this, like honestly, like we have to practice communication and listening to each other truly, like so that we can understand their feelings and perspective, like other stuffs. We get it. So when we understand what this person wants, what this person's mean, it also helps us to build and come out of that kind of situations our parents are having. Thank you.
Powerful, powerful. Thank you. Thank you. Communication is very key. This week, in our article, we looked at the art of listening, and you've said it all. That listening is very key. Sometimes we need to listen to what the person is not saying. Okay, we emotions are so complex. Even for me as an introvert, my partner can tell you it's a struggle for me. Our emotions are very complex, and this example may help you understand. When you are having a WhatsApp chat or a regular chat with someone, okay, and they want to express their emotions by emoji, you see that they can share maybe 3 or 4 emojis with you. One is crying, one is sad, one is laughing, and one is giving you some side ID, like 3 or 4 different emojis to express what they are going through. So sometimes if I'm talking, I ask myself, if I'm talking, when I'm talking to my partner and I want to express what I'm going through, it becomes so much of a struggle to use words to articulate what is actually happening to me. If I were to use the emoji, one is sad, one is hopeful, one is disappointed, one is relaxed, one has given up already. And sometimes it's difficult for us to articulate this word. So if you're in a relationship, you do your relationship a lot of good if you develop that art of listening without judgment, listening without concluding in your mind, listening without trying to complete the words of your partner because you feel you have an idea of what they are talking about or where they are going, and listening beyond the words they are sharing to their attitude, their mood, even how they are dressed, even the way their hair is kept on kept can really reveal a lot of things to you. So what Philip shared is very, very important, that we need to listen. We need to listen twice as much as we speak. Okay, that is why we have 2 ears and one mouth. Powerful, powerful. So guys, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. If your environment is not good and you want to chat with us too, you can chat. Okay, you can chat with us. I'll read it. Okay, okay. Wow, Gifty has given us a very important point in the chat box, that one of the ways you can help deal with your trauma from past experiences is to reflect on the past experiences that might have created the fear. Then you work on them. Good, good, good. You need to have time for this. And the world that we are in right now, we are so busy with making money, busy with our business, our job, to that extent we lose focus on even ourselves as individuals. We don't take time to reflect on our actions, our inactions, our words, our past experiences and all. So the idea Gifty gave is very important. You need to journal your past experiences, then identify the sources of your fear, your phobia, the source of your mistakes, then now you take the action to work on them. So you alone know your experiences, and instead of you putting blame on your mom, putting blame on your dad, you can ask yourself, where did dad go wrong? Where did mom go wrong? Instead of you putting blame on your ex or your past relationships, you are asking yourself, where did I go wrong? Where did they go wrong? What did we do wrong? Then you now take your time. Okay, so what is the solution? What can I do to resolve this? And that will really go a long way to help you. Like I said, your emotions are complex. Sometimes you can't articulate what you are going through, but having a journal with you and expressing it, even if you want to voice record yourself and keep it very safe, that it will not be with the reach of anyone. You can voice record yourself expressing your reflection on these past experiences, where you think you went wrong, where you think the other person went wrong, and what you are, the strategies you are putting in place to become better at it. So reflection will go a long way to help us deal with this issue. Okay, so let's keep it going. What do you think is the underlying reason why people struggle to commit or to get attached? And what's how does it affect the long term of relationships, and what solutions can we give to these problems? So then maybe let me ask this question to see if we can find solutions around them. So whilst I was preparing for the this meeting, one of the reasons someone shared was that um the reason they don't they don't want to get committed is because they don't want to get committed to the person in question. Okay, they've been friends for some time. It looks like their relationship is going beyond friendship, and there is kind of interest in the situation, but he is struggling to say, okay, let's date or let's go out or let's do this or let's do that. It's a struggle for him, and according to him, it's because he doesn't want to get committed to her, but the situation is getting a bit tensed up and all. So in that situation, what can we do to lessen the burden? Because on the lady's side, it looks like, okay, I feel he's interested, so maybe let me give him more time, let me push more, let's spend more quality time together, and things will work out. But it looks like things are not. And in the mind of the guy, it is you he doesn't want to get committed to, but it's a struggle for him to tell you because he likes you, but he doesn't want to get committed to you. He would rather get committed to someone else. But so in that dynamic, what can we do? What do you think we can do to help on the guy's side, on the lady's side?
Okay, maybe this is one reason why people say fear men. Because I mean, why, why isn't he ready to commit to her, but he likes her? And then they'll say women are complicated. I'm trying to understand. When you give the story, I've been trying to understand. Maybe there's a reason why he doesn't want to commit to her. If you don't want to commit to her, I will leave the girl now. Because if in this case the girl also likes him, then she'll be hopeful, thinking that, oh, maybe I don't want to rush things, so let me be around and oh, let me not push, let me take my time. Quality things take time, all those things. But in the mind of the guy, he has made up his mind that he's not going to get committed to it. Yeah, man. Oh.
Mhm.
I mean, the one what I will advise the guy to do is just be transparent to the lady and tell her that I
Mm,
like you, but I don't think I'm ready for a relationship with you yet.
mhm,
Or yeah, like come out clean to the lady rather than keeping the lady around. That way, if the lady still is around, then you can't blame the guy because he told the lady and the lady is still around. But when you don't tell the lady
mm,
anything and she's hopeful, I don't think that is being fair. Maybe he should do a reverse position and see where he is in the shoes of the lady and that is being done to him. How
mhm,
will he want the matter to be approached? Maybe that way too will help him too. see what best he can
Mm,
do to in this situation. So yeah, this is what I have to say.
powerful, powerful. Guys, what do we think? Ladies, what do we think? Sometimes the struggle is how she's going to react because you kind of like have led the person on to a point, but you know in your heart of hearts you don't want to commit to this lady. Sometimes the struggle is she's going to react, she's going to go all dramatic and all chaotic and what have you. So it becomes a dilemma. However, um, like Gemma said, you need to put yourself in that position and see how it feels. But what do you guys also think? Okay, sometimes the fear of commitment is just because they don't want to commit to you, not because they don't want to commit. It's you, the person that they are in that situation with, that they don't want to commit to you. And how can you, who is in that position, identify or spot that, oh, this thing will not go anywhere, so let me detach myself? How will you be able to know? And on the other hand, how do I approach the situation? Okay, these are practical things, so let's talk about them. Someone might probably be in that situation and might need our help. Okay, sometimes the lady may not even know that this is in the mind of the guy, I mean, it can go both ways, that the guy is interested, the lady too is interested, but she doesn't want to commit, and she's not being upfront, so she'll say, give me some time, give me some time, 1 year, give me some time, 2 years, give me some time, I've done diploma, 3 years, give me some, 4 years, I've done degree, give me some time, 5 years, I'm going to do masters, give me some time. So what are the telltale signs that this person doesn't want to commit to you? Let's discuss around that. What are some of the things that when you see it, just know that even though they're expressing interest, but empha, if I'm wondering, please can we talk?
Try the commit like for the commitment. Let me talk about the commitment first. For the commitment like this, now ladies they want abin that I kind of shake. Most of the ladies like they want responsible guys, but they don't ask themselves what the guys really want. So, for example, a guy, responsible guy going for a lady, and that lady too is not responsible with certain things. Like you realize certain things, and the things turn as red flag. You can't be committed to this such woman or this such lady because when you commit, Charlie break, and the person too is not ready to learn or not ready to listen. So that means when it happens that they are, you just have to you understand it. Yeah. The person is not ready to help, not ready to support you in terms of certain things. Or no, or no, the settings now. Yeah. So you can't be committed to such person. I think that was another reason for why guys don't commit because when you listen to this lady's how she speaks and even not even how she speaks, like how she was trained, certain things, even though you can make changes to there, but the person too is not ready to learn. So you cannot commit. Me like this, I won't
Okay.
commit. Yeah.
That's coming from Filippo. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Any more? iPhone said, sure, you are right, Jimmy. Being in such relationship is draining. You level up the energy he or she gives you, not being committed either. That's from iPhone. Thank you. Thank you. So what are certain signs? The person may show interest and all, but what are certain signs for me to know that it's a dead end situation? Let me not waste my energy. And at the same time, how can such a person gracefully detach themselves? Because you were hopeful, you thought this thing will work out, you were interested too, but it looks like it's not being reciprocated, and my emotions are involved. So the first one is, how do I identify to know that this person will never get committed? So I should advise myself. And the second one is, how do I detach, knowing that my emotions are involved and I'm already invested in the situation, whether boy or girl. Okay.
Okay, for me, what I would say are the signs that I think when you know, can you hear me?
Yeah, you went off for a bit, so you can start. You can start again.
Okay, I'll tell you that I think if someone genuinely likes you, certain
Oh,
signs you'll be saying is that,
please continue. If someone genuinely likes you, yeah, Jima, please continue.
well, my network is not stable. Eh?
Mm,
Oh, sorry. I'm saying,
okay.
please is it better now?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I'm saying if someone genuinely likes you or no. I think our instincts speak to us a lot. And when something is not right, you kind of feel it. But I think some of the signs you can see is that the person is very reluctant to let his friends or his family know about you. When a guy genuinely likes you, he's telling his close friends about you. He wants you to meet his mom, especially, or maybe his sister that he's very close to, or his brother that he's very close to. Not that you guys are talking about marriage yet, but he just wants to show you off kind of thing. A guy who is not committed to you, he's keeping things underground forever. He's not ready. 1 year, 2 years, when he's not ready for any of his friends to know. That is one sign. I think the other sign is that he's not so invested in you. And I'm not talking about money, but maybe important times for you, maybe your graduation or something that is so important for you. He doesn't show interest. Your big moment, he'd rather choose work over you. But then you see him making sacrifices for other people. But when it comes to you, no. So you can see that he he's not committed. You can see that level of commitment from his action. What can you do? I think iPhone mentioned something that you start to match his energy. So where you see that this isn't going anywhere, you start to reduce your energy to match his own. And then gradually, if he sees that you started to reduce your energy and he wants to push it, he will start making the effort. Like you see that he's not making any effort, you keep reducing your energy, keep reducing your energy. So realize that, okay, I'm at a point where I can now say, it's okay, let's call it quits. And then you call it quits. As you're doing that to be showing, because love is not a small matter. So you pray for guidance so that you have to be pulling down small. Yeah. So this is what I have to say. Thank you.
Powerful, powerful. So we are learning that if they are truly interested and committed, then they will show you to people who matter in their life. Okay. There's a difference between keeping your relationship secret and keeping it private. You can keep your relationship private, yes, the important people in your lives will be aware. But if you are keeping it secret, quote unquote, it's just between the two of you. Then when they're also leaving you, it will just be between the two of you. They have no one to consult before leaving you. So that can be a good sign. So if there are more, we can share them. Okay. If there are more, we can share them. Or there are solutions we can give in this situation where the person has gotten a bit attached. Yet it looks like this relationship is not going anywhere. What they can do um, to detach themselves a bit from the situation. One in particular that I've heard from guys a lot is that they struggle to they struggle to get committed because they are afraid they will lose their autonomy, they will lose their independence, or they will lose their space. That is the reason most of them give. Now it can be any of the gender, but I hear this most often from guys that they feel marriage is bondage. They feel marriage will strip you of your bondage. They feel relationship will clip your wings. You don't have time for yourself. You don't have time with the boys. You don't have space for yourself. You don't have time to watch football and all of those things. So, what do we say in such a situation if this person feels their commitment to you means that you are going to steal their time from them? Too much attention, too much time. Let's meet, let's do this. Where are you going? You should have texted me before going. Have you arrived? You didn't text me before arriving. Hey, what's going on right now? Where are you? Let me know that you are where you said you are going to be. Let's switch to video call and all of those things. So some people equate relationship to bondage or you stripping them of their privacy. So they don't want to get committed to anyone because they love their independence, they love their autonomy, and they don't want to give that away. So what do you guys think, and what solution can we offer to this, and how can this affect the longevity of a relationship and marriage? Okay, I know someone has given a comment, so I'll look at it in a bit. So guys, let's talk. Okay, some people equate relationship to bondage, kind of like I don't have time for myself, I don't have privacy, I don't have autonomy again. So what do you guys think? And what solution can be offered in such situation?
It's me again. Unless someone wants to talk. I think that
Okay, Jima, please pause for me.
okay, okay.
I'm sorry. I want to read what Mr. Anderson is writing here. Yeah. So he says that in my point of view, I would say we should make our intentions clear and upfront so we both don't waste our time. Oh, I wish the world was like this. So one person asked me that as a relationship coach, if I wanted to bring a change in all the relationships of the world, if there is one advice or one magic wand I can do for all relationships to become wholesome and worthwhile, what would that one wish be? And I said, I wish all men and women would be honest about their intention. See, I love you, but I just want to have sex with you. Or I don't love you. I just want to have sex with you. See, I'm here to chop your money. I'm a good digger. Are you in for the transaction? Okay, I'm giving you my body. You are giving me your money. Transaction. Your mind day, your mind no day. So this relationship, my eye they give another girl, but she know they give me attention. So right there, I don't want something I go take bounce off. If she come around her, I go left you. Your mind day. Or this relationship, I no go fit do close-ended exclusive relationship, right? I want to be with two women or three ladies or four ladies. Does it work with you? Or it works with me. Can I also do my exclusive? No, you can't. I'm the only one who can do exclusive. Does it work for you? It works for me. Then we go. I wish the all relationship would have been a better place, or the world would have been a better place if we were all honest. So I like what Mr. Anderson is saying, that in my viewpoint, I would say we should make our intentions clear and upfront so we both don't waste our time. Usually people fear to commit based on the past experiences they've had. Very true. And it's very unfortunate we don't realize what we attract. We don't realize that we attract exactly what our that is true. We attract our thoughts. They become self-fulfilling prophecies. Like something happens to someone, something bad happens to someone, the person said, "Ah, some can say this. I knew this was going to happen because we were thinking negative." Like Job said, "What I greatly feared has come upon me." So honestly, I suggest we don't start talking about being in a relationship. Whereas we have in mind we aren't going to commit. My opinion though. Mr. Anderson, thank you. I don't know if it's Mrs. or Mr., but I am Anderson. Thank you for your opinion. Very powerful. Um it would have been best if we can all be clear about our intention. And trust me, I'm sounding as a bad counselor here. Yeah, yes, I know, but you will be amazed. You will be amazed to know that the kind of intention you are having for relationship, you are not the only one having that intention. The wildest relationship dynamic you want to experience or you want to have, you are not the only one. You are not the only one having those fantasies. The only problem is that you get attached or mixed up with someone who is not going on the same wavelength with you. Then you end up deceiving this person because you know that it will sound absurd or bizarre if you should express your intention about where this relationship is going with this person. You just need to find your match and both of you can work it out. So if you want a purely transactional relationship, if you want a purely inclusive relationship, dating three people, dating one people, mapping to two people, you find them. I'm not saying that is the best thing to do. I'm only saying that make your intentions clear to this person so you don't end up, hurting them, hurting their feelings, and letting them think that there is something wrong with them, whereas your intention was unclear. But that is just by the way, okay. Jima, please over to you. Over to you. Thank you. Yeah, Jima,
Sorry.
over to you.
Yes. Sorry. Um, what was the question? Okay. Yeah, I was going to say that I think relationship
Mhm.
comes with some level of compromise. Okay, and
Okay.
it doesn't mean that it has to be that way. You have a partner. I think you should cultivate the habit of speaking and speaking well. As you're cultivating the habit of listening, you should also cultivate the habit of letting your thoughts known. Because as much as we will be able to read from your emotions, from listening to you and all, um, I mean, from your emotions and all, if you don't speak what is bothering you or your boundaries, your partner may never know. So, in the case where some guys might think that getting into a relationship loses their autonomy, I think they should speak it out with their partners that this is too much for me. I think this is the level where I'm okay with. And then the girl also say, okay, this is what is also okay for me. Let's then come to a compromise. There'll be times where we'll do the side of the man. There'll be times where we'll do the side of the woman. There'll be times where we'll be in the middle just to make everyone happy in a way. So I think relationship there, so long as you are going to be with someone with a different personality, even if it's the same personality, you're from different homes, from different environments. So there'll be some differences one way or the other. You speak out and you see how to work things out. I don't think because they are happily married men, they are happy men in relationship. Have they lost their autonomy? I don't think so. Are they happy? Yes. How are they navigating it? Maybe we should speak with some of them to find out. But this is what I think. Thank you.
So we will come and speak to your partner to find out whether he's happy and how he's navigating it. That's if you have one.
Okay. I do.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So guys, let's keep up with our submissions. We are still looking at the fear of getting attached or the fear of getting bruised or the fear of getting committed. What could the underlying reason be? One of which we are discussing is that fear of autonomy or losing your privacy because you feel another person is going to be in your space, and sometimes it gets extreme. There is the extreme one where um, your partner wants you around all the time to the extent that sometimes they even prevent you from enjoying your social relationships. Okay, there may be a level of insecurity there where they are trying to cut you off every person just so that they will be the only one you have, and that can be extremely dangerous. So I'm talking about the extreme end where this person doesn't fancy you going out on a regular hangout or a regular date, not romantic date, but a casual friendship date with your people, with your friends, and all of that, because they just want you, they need you badly, and they can't stand you having a life outside of them having your purpose, enjoying other things that makes you happy and bubbly. They just want to make sure that you are always in their corner, you are always in their environment. And that can be quite dangerous, that can be quite toxic, because as an individual you thrive on relationships, you thrive on other things that can help you energize and get fulfilled to even come and pour back into your partner. Okay, so if this person is trying to isolate you from every and anything, just so that they will be the only one you are having in their space, that can be a bit dangerous. Sometimes they may give the reason, which may be true. How you treat your other relationships, especially a person of the opposite sex, can go a long way to affect the dynamic of the relationship. You can make your partner insecure. And that is why you may lose your privacy, because they want to make sure you are there. They want to make sure you are right with them. They want to make sure you are not lying to them. They want to make sure that you genuinely and you truly love them. And by so doing, the relationship may feel suffocating. It's like they are always in your space, always in your corner. Every 2 minutes, they must call you. Every 1 second, they must text you. Hey, even if it's an audio call, they want you to switch into video call because they want to know where you are. If we want a dynamic situation, then it should be two independent people coming to interdepend on each other. So there will be that level of autonomy yet connection. There will be me time as an individual. There will be we time as a partner or as a couple. There will be temporal separation or breaks kind of, but there will be connections through and through. There will be regular checkups, but still giving a breathing space for your partner to breathe and also enjoy other quality relationships, pursue their career, pursue their purpose, and all those things also helps them get energized and refuel back into the relationship. So that is what I also think, especially for those who think relationships can be suffocating. The truth is that every relationship, like Jima said, comes with a level of compromise, comes with a level of sacrifice. And you can't enter into relationships and be thinking that this is the way you are, you can't change, you can't become better. No, you can't. You need to put your mind to it and be tolerable, be adaptable, be acceptable, be understanding. So that both of you can work things together. If you want a quality relationship, then you need to pay the price for it. But some people are in relationships, yes, yet they want to live like they are single. They will not tell anyone, especially important, that they are in a relationship. They will try to hide their partner from any and everyone. They want to enjoy their space all the time, as if there is no other person who gets consent. The recent one I hear put there, you can just stand up and switch off your phone without giving any prior um, alert or information to your partner. Then they're like, the battery failed, or it was low battery and the phone went off. But you know that this person is going to get worried. Like, you know that if this person calls me and doesn't hear from me, and from time to time they check up and don't hear from me, they are going to get worried. And genuinely so. If they don't love you, don't get worried. They are worried because they love you. And the best thing to do is to send a message prior that, babes, my phone is at 2%, babes, my phone is at 5%. It can go up at any time. In case you don't hear from me, this is the reason. It's nice, but it will be a thing to take the phone to text your babe and let them know that if they don't hear from you, your phone is on charge. If they don't hear from you, you are asleep. If they don't hear from you, you've been sent on an errand. If they don't hear from you, your phone has gone on low battery. You are in a relationship, but you want to live as if you are independent. There is no one in your space. When you feel like you engage them, when they want to engage you and you don't feel like, you disengage. So you only engage when you need them. But when they also need you and they want to engage you, now that is a problem on its own that we need to look at. So we also need to dance around, like I said, having me time as an individual, engaging in things that excite you, at the same time coming together to enjoy things that excite both of you. So we can play around that. So that cannot be the reason why you are scared of commitment, except you have an ulterior motive that only you know. Then you come and share with us. Okay. Okay, so is there any more, as we are wrapping up, is there any more reason or solutions you can provide for why people fear um commitment and all of that? Some also argue that the responsibility that comes with commitment also plays a major role. I don't know what you can say about that, but they feel they are not ready for commitment. People, we hear that being thrown out a lot. So why are you not getting married? I'm not ready. I'm not ready to get committed. Or why are you not in a relationship? It's not like we are forcing you to be in a relationship. We are not forcing you, but we genuinely want to know why, because we care. And we're like, nah, I'm not ready for a relationship. I'm not ready for commitment. That also gets thrown out a lot of times. Whereas the person knows that, uh, okay, again, it boils down to the fact that something the visual and the person is not talking about it. One of the findings I also got was that people will struggle to commit because they are already enjoying the benefit that comes with commitment. Um, Maybe we can discuss this, then we can draw curtains on the forum. That uh, why why commit if they are enjoying everything that comes with commitment? So there are two theories. One is saying that I will not get committed until I receive the benefit thereof. So for some people, they want to enjoy sex before marriage. They want this person um, um, to be communicating wife or husband benefits to them before they get committed. So maybe pay some fees or some expenses here and there, make their bodies available for them, cook for them, wash for them, and do all of those things for them. Do you think, in your experiences, do you think these things can hinder someone from getting committed eventually? And if yes, why? If no, why? Okay, so what is the argument for you to make? Do you think people struggle to get committed because they enjoy the benefits of getting committed, so they don't? Or some also say that they actually get committed because they enjoy the benefits and they knew it was good and they decided to commit. And if that is true, how far is too far before one is convinced of their commitment? So please, the floor is yours.
Oh, okay. It's a very nice question. Firstly, I would say each and everyone has his own way of handling things. So when it comes to
Mhm,
someone enjoying the benefits of committing before committing, I think
mhm,
it's between both partners to decide. Okay, I can choose to say, unless you do this and that. If I say things like that, I'll commit. Someone might also be going like, oh, okay, it's normal. I like you. So it's very simple. If you like the person, just make it clear to the person. Oh, okay, I like this. How I want us to go about. Okay, this is my opinion
mhm,
too. If you both have the same agenda, then that's it. I don't feel like it should be one-sided because mostly people try not they fear to commit it because it feels like maybe I had an experience back then. Okay, if I commit to this particular person, I don't even know him well. People spend 2, 3 years in a relationship but still don't get committed because they feel say like it wouldn't end well or something. So you shouldn't start at a very place. It's like you wanting an admission to the army. Okay, before you get into that particular space, so you're human the same it here. You just go through the hardship trainings and all that. So if you're not ready or willing to endure such this thing, you shouldn't even think of going into that place. Relationship
mhm,
requires a lot of sacrifices, sacrifice of commitment. So me, I think say like if you are not ready to do or sacrifice all these things, then it's better you don't even think of a relationship. Just sit somewhere so
mhm,
you just enjoy your peace of mind. That's the least I can
mhm.
say.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Anderson. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. Relationship is hard work. If you're not willing to put in the work, then go and sit somewhere and enjoy your peace of mind. Very profound. Very profound.
Please, when you say the benefits of commitment, what exactly do you mean? Are you talking about?
Oh, Jima, please come again. You went off.
Please, I'm saying that when you say commitment, are you talking about marriage commitment or relationship commitment? Which one?
Oh, both of them. So it depends on where you want to, or the person answering wants to take it from. Um, Marriage is the highest form of commitment. Relationship with purpose, with direction, with intention is also another form of commitment. But the highest of all is marriage. Okay, so depends on the dynamic.
But I'm thinking in the circle of relationship, you you kind of start to enjoy before you get it. You finally commit
Okay.
because the constant communication, the checking up on you, that particular attention for one person, you kind of get it, you start to get it. And sometimes it is what rewires the minds of people that, oh, okay, I thought relationship was balanced, but it looks like this person is different. So I think one way or the other, people or we all see the benefits of commitment before we even enter. It is what kind of like pushes us to enter. If we are going in the tangent of marriage, then that will be different, where some competition where I don't believe in sex before marriage. So if someone wants to see that before committing to me, that's a no for me. But in the cycle of relationship, I think one way or the other, we all see the benefits of the commitment before we even enter. Please, I have a
Yes.
question.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
In the commitment in relationships, how far is too much before you say that, oh, this is too much before you enter into a relationship? I don't know if you get me. In the sense of marriage, we can say sex, but in relationship, when is it too much before the
Please.
commitment
Please.
can say?
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, like I shared, one way or the other, we see the benefits of commitment. So, the talking to this particular person, the um, sharing your life with the person, like, what happened in your day, like, your plans and things like that, especially if you start as friends. and then it gradually grows into relationship. One way or the other, you see it's the same thing you do in the relationship, talking to each other, spending time, going out. So in the friendship stage, how what is too much that you say, well, this is too much for a relationship. Let the commitment come first before I will do this or this. In the aspect of marriage, sex, and other stuff, but relationship, what is the line? Mhm.
Yes, my my idea differentiating relationship and friendship. Like you see, relationship like this goes with level of intimacy. You get it. So when you're in a romantic relationship, there's involvement of deeper feelings for each other. You get it. Rather, the friendship doesn't go that way. Yeah. So the intimacy, the level of intimacy is different. So the romantic relationship is higher than the friendship.
Powerful, powerful. So he's saying that the level of intimacy is different. The deep affection and feelings and emotional connection or bond you have for each other is much greater than it is in the friendship stage. So that can also be a sign that you have an exclusive, you have a deep level of feeling or emotions or attachment to this person that you do with your casual or other friendships. The only thing I'll say here is priority and exclusivity. Priority and exclusivity. All the other things, emotions, affection, and all can be nuances, okay? Because you may still have deep feeling for someone who is a friend, but you know that you guys can be in a relationship or whatever. So I think the underlying difference is priority and exclusivity. So priority, if you are in a romantic relationship, you have to give priority to this person. Other friendships and other responsibilities come either side by side or under this person. You need to give a certain level of um, attention to this person. You need to prioritize this person to a certain level. Okay, the hierarchy in order of priority is your relationship with God or your relationship with whatever you believe in. I believe in Jesus. So my relationship with God and Jesus is the first for me. Okay. Then from there, my relationship with my spouse, if I'm married or when I get married, my relationship with my spouse will be the second of important priority. Then my relationship with my kids is the third most important priority. Then the other work, job, even purpose, other things will fall along that line. Sometimes purpose, because it's coming again directly from God, may be at par or hand in hand with your partner. Okay. For some people it is your career, may be hand in hand with your partner and your children, but you need to give them that priority in most circumstances over you do with purpose. But it can be uh, sometimes juggling between the balance can be somewhat of a challenge, but that is why you need to be responsible to work it out. Okay, so God, your partner, your children, the other things follow. But when you are not married and you are in a relationship, the priority can be God. It can be your purpose, your passion, your pursuit, then your partner. Okay, then other things follows with your friends and other things. So um if you are in a romantic relationship, you will give priority to this person than you do with your other friends or what have you. Then the second I mentioned is exclusivity, right? It is expected depending on unfortunately, because there are different definitions to relationship, we need to be adding context to things we say. So exclusivity in a sense, if both of you have agreed that this relationship is exclusive between the two of you, then you are not allowed or permitted to be entertaining other people in a romantic sense. Okay, you can't be saying you are going on multiple dates because you are looking for a partner when you are in a relationship with another person. So there should be that level of exclusivity, there should be trust between both of you, there should be loyalty, dedication, and commitment between both of you, that and the ordinary person will not give. So marriage is the great definer. But if you are in a correct, healthy, purposeful romantic relationship, then I think priority and exclusivity will sum everything up. Okay. Jim, I don't know if I've answered you rightly. Please, is someone saying something?
Yes, please, you have. Thank you.
Okay, okay. You're welcome. Welcome. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, we'll have to draw curtains to the meeting. Like we've informed us, coming December on the 20th and 21st, we are going all the way to Ebri to go and chill and cool and laugh and learn. So we are going to have series of adventures. It's a 2-day retreat, 21st, 20th, 21st. It will be a Saturday and a Sunday. So we'll be going to Ebri to have fun, to enjoy adventures, to also host a conference and on how to bridge the gap between artificial intelligence and human or social intelligence. So we are really going to learn a lot. We are going to have good food. We are going to have
Hello.
buffet. Okay, we are going to have buffets. We'll have snacks. We'll have mindful exercises, and there's going to be free couple counseling with myself for the couples who register to join this retreat. Okay, and the rate is 800 cedis, and it has already been subsidized because we are getting sponsorship to pay for the extras. That is why we are cutting the price now. We've subsidized it to 800 cedis per person. So we want to entreat all of you to join us to register for this retreat. I know most of you are connected, so you've seen our flyers here and there. We'll continue sharing them. If you have any question or any concern, you can reach out to my team members. I know you engage them um, for this meeting we are having, so you can get in touch with them. They will help you with the necessary guidelines. But we want to entreat all of you to join us in this retreat as we go and have fun and learn and wind down a bit. It's going to be a Saturday and a Sunday. So be looking forward to meeting each and every one of us. On that note, we'll meet again hopefully next month to continue with our monthly webinar. And next month we are cooking something special for you. So we will get back to you on it. Yeah, Mr. Anderson is going to be interesting. Please hold on for me. Mr. Anderson has given me motivation. I was waiting for motivation. Guys, give me a second. Okay, so this is it. It's called a brief manifest 2025. So, like I said, it's a 2-day adventure. Last year we went to Akosombo. We had fun. Those of you who didn't come, we are presenting you with another opportunity. So the 800 is, like I said, it's already subsidized. Um, it will cater for transportation, accommodation, the conference tickets, the zip line and adventure park. We will spend almost 5 hours having fun on an adventure park and a mega zip line park. So it will also cater for your meals, your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, your snacks. We'll engage in mindful exercise. Then there will be free couple counseling for those in relationships who wants to have a free one-on-one counseling or coaching session with me. Okay. So this is the conference. We have quality um, um, guests that we are bringing on board. Myself as your relationship expert, Jemima Monu as our gender-based violence activist, Bright Komla as our professional counselor, Louisa Zumelo as our clinical psychologist. So the topic will be on exploring human connection in a digital age, and it is all within the retreat. So the retreat is a Saturday and Sunday, and the conference will be on the Saturday of that retreat. So and the slots are limited. You can make just an initial deposit of 300 cedis to reserve your spots. Then you can be paying the rest in installments. And I hope you pay quickly so other people will not take your reservation or will not take your seat. Okay. So you can pick up the number on the screen for enquiries. Then you can send us a message or you can call us and we will attend to you accordingly. So this December, please clear your schedules, clear your calendar, and let's go to a break and go and have fun and go and chill. Yeah, work and stress and relationship and never be brain easy, making money and things. Okay. So thank you. Let's have a short word of prayer. Except there is any question or any question for us or any concern. Father, we thank you for a wonderful time. Thank you for the time you've given us to learn about the fear of commitment and how to overcome some of the challenges we face daily. We bring our singleness and our relationships to you, that you help us, you strengthen and fortify us to enjoy the bliss of relationships just as you intended it to be. And at the end, glory and honor will be unto your name. We pray even for those who are willing to join our retreat this December, including us, Lord, who may be struggling to raise the money to pay, that you bless us. You touch the hearts of men to bless us financially, that together we will meet in this retreat and have fun and also learn the most we can and socialize. We thank you, we give you praise in Jesus' name. Amen.